Today we're gonna maiden my brand new E-Flite Extra 300. This thing looks like a beast from all the videos I've seen online, and I can't wait to see what I can actually throw at it. I love the way it looks, and it's been a long time since I've flown a good Extra 300. Today's video will be the maiden, so let's put it in the air and see how it does. Call me crazy, but I think I'm gonna do this maiden with safe off unless I feel the need for it. So I'm taking off with safe off, even though this is a crazy little plane. Nice wooden prop. I'm a little nervous, but that's to be expected from any maiden, and the wind is shifting. It is now to our backs. So I'm going to taxi down, and we're taking off this way now, Abby. Okay. We now have wind instead of no wind. Here we go. Safe is off, so I was gonna do some crazy stuff like that, but I can tell that it needs trimmed up, so I just kicked safe on really fast. This is a maiden, you guys. This is what we get with maiden flights, okay? Sometimes we have to actually do the work on camera. And I'm just getting it trimmed up. Has a little bit of roll in it. Okay. It's flying a little better. I might have to trim it up some, but let's give it a little throttle, and yeah, that was nice. The roll rate is insane when you have safe off on this, as you guys can tell. Crazy. And give a little snap. Oh, it's pretty. That was maybe the best snap I've ever thrown at an airplane. That was awesome. That was extremely
I don't know how you could tell which way was up.
Awesome. I'm just trimming it up still. It has a tiny bit of roll in it, but then let's go a nice little loop out here, just a little tame thing. Under about half throttle that whole time. I know I'm far away. We'll get it in closer. Maiden flight is just working out the jitters that I will have flying the airplane. I don't have any expo on this. A lot of people ask me if I fly with expo or not. I do not. Let's go for a hammerhead with that rudder. Oh, that's awesome. Not a bad performance flight for a maiden flight, if you ask me. But yeah, I still need to get it just a tiny bit trimmed up. I think it's still climbing. I put the battery, this is a 4S 2200 milliamp battery. I put it pretty far forward. I wanted this to be more nose heavy than tail heavy on a maiden flight especially. Crazy awesome, Abby. It's going to knife edge well, but I need to just get it there. In fact, it's almost knife edging without me, you know, doing anything, so. That's awesome. Let's snap it. That was sweet. I like that a lot. Give it some throttle. Once this is trimmed up, it is nice. I've definitely got that battery strapped in there really well, and we're going to get a fairly short flight time on this because I'm flying on a 2200 instead of 3200 milliamp battery. But oh, that's cool. That is crazy. So, but I have extra batteries, so we should be able to give you guys a nice, hopefully I don't crash it, fairly long video, couple flights. And I'm not even full throttling this yet at all. Let's just, let's do a nice full throttle pass here. That's great, and let's snap it up here. Oh, that is beautiful. Right into a roll with a Cuban 8. Let's go, Abby. Roll out of that, finish it off on this side, and then keeping it inverted instead of coming into the end of that Cuban 8. It's going to fly inverted extremely well. It's going to be a little bit touchy because it's an aerobatic airplane, so I'm keeping it a little bit high up until I work up my nerves to bring it down some. That was a good pass. Let's bring an outside loop. Yeah, this is so awesome. This is so awesome. So awesome. Rudder over.
Does the checkered bottom help you with orientation?
It does. It's beautiful.
Okay. It's wild.
This is a plane that you're not going to want to leave the motor off very long. You don't want to stall out of anything. I don't think it'll have amazing glide tendencies. Can you float this one? You're supposed to be able to. Maybe with a fresh battery we could do it better, but she's talking about a nice hover. That's not too bad. I heard a gunshot. I think someone just tried to shoot an airplane down.
You gave them the perfect target with that maneuver.
Yeah, this is really fun. I do wish I had my sunglasses on, even though this is an overcast day. I'm still squinting quite a bit. Wow. I don't want to kill my battery, so I am going to probably land it here in just a second.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Wow, I like this. Like this airplane a lot, Abby. It feels just like it was meant to do this cool stuff. Because it was. I just wish I could do a few maneuvers a little better while talking and really just make this thing shine. But tell you what, let's put a fresh battery in and have even more fun with this. Hope that the landing can come back in one piece. Wow, it's like precise if you want it to be, but then also can just do some really wild stuff. So this is safe on. I haven't been flying with safe except for right at the beginning when I realized I'm going to need some trim. I kicked safe on really fast to help me out. Here's a full throttle pass with safe on. Let's see if we can do a nice show pass, and then I will definitely land it. We're gonna land from left to right. And so let's see, with safe on, can we still do a nice presentation pass or show pass? Actually, it's a pretty long flight on this battery. Sort of. You can do that with safe on. I prefer to do that kind of stuff with safe off. It flies really well with safe on, almost like a trainer, but still a little squirrely. I will show you guys the difference in rates with safe off and on, but yeah, you got to bring it in a little fast. There's no flaps on this, so. A little bouncy. Not too bad though, really not bad at all. I'm gonna taxi it in here and show you guys the difference in rates when safe is on versus safe off, so you can see how I was flying that. And then I'll put a fresh battery in and hopefully increase boost and confidence from takeoff. Let me flip this around so you guys can see everything. So really pay attention to the elevator and the ailerons. This is centered. Aileron full with safe on, elevator full with safe on. I'm going to literally just throw my safe switch back here and watch what happens. That's how much more control surface authority I get. There's safe off. I've got rudder in with it that time. I'm sorry, safe on. And here's safe off. That's the difference. Safe on and then safe off. That's why we can go really crazy. Here's safe off with the control surface authority on this airplane is absolutely awesome. Let's put in a fresh battery and do this again. Okay, safe is off. Let's see how it holds up this time.
Jeez.
Okay, and this is what flying without Nathan talking looks like.
I think everybody's gonna be okay with that, you know? You talk a lot, that's what I'm saying.
Well, this will be a little bit of a quiet flight, so sit back and enjoy me trying to make this thing look pretty cool, because it is.
Oh my goodness.
Broke it that time, I think.
You got the wings on this one pretty good, right?
Yes.
Your last extra, you said you struggled. That was a different brand, so
yeah.
Glad to hear you have all 4 bolts in there.
That was intense. That snap, I mean, I could hear it.
It hurt my head to think about what you just did.
I'll show you guys the pilot. And I need a little expo. That pass just showed how much expo I could use. That was weird. A little gust of wind. Cuban 8 with a roll in the middle. That's kind of what that was, right? Pretty far out there though. I'm sorry about that. Get in a little closer. Wow, with rudder is crazy. Look at that. I like this so stinking much. So much. Wow. If I could just get a little control over this, I think I could really put on a good air show. Wow. does knife edge well. Again, just seeing this stuff too far away. Get it in closer, Nate. That's what our zoom lens is for, but it still would be nice to have it close. That beep that you guys are hearing or did hear there, that is just the fact that my throttle goes past 30%. Here, I want to do this. I want to try this. That was cool. The descent. Wow. I just like, now I need to go home and learn more maneuvers and try them because this plane can do it. So that's really cool. We've got to check something really quick. I put it in safe. And yes, so we've talked about this in the past. I have to land quickly now because someone is flying over.
And I didn't radio.
And they didn't radio in. This is the problem sometimes with full scale. I'm going to keep it very low and pay attention to their intentions here, okay? So I'm keeping it as low as I can. That airplane is definitely well above 400 feet, but they're over us. And so I'm keeping it super low, and I am planning on landing. I don't think they have intentions on landing, but just in case, we are landing, Abby, so just follow me.
I just heard them radio. I don't know what they said.
And that might be the end of the flight.
Oh, there you are.
Just because I won't have a ton of juice left, so let's go ahead and bring this in, Abby.
Yeah, they're circling, so you're good. Woo! You came in hot.
Well, this is always going to come in hot because there's no flaps, right?
Yeah.
But there we go. Two really fun flights on this. You better believe, as much as you guys want to see me fly this, I will gladly continue to put it on the channel. That is just fun. What an absolute blast that was to fly. I will be flying this either till the day it smashes into the hillside or I don't know, I wear the motor out because that was a blast. And it is a good thing that I landed when we did because they've already touched down as I'm speaking, but they did have intentions to land. And I want to encourage you guys to fly with AMA whenever and wherever you do fly. It's the Academy of Model Aeronautics. We are educated and do what we're supposed to do, but that doesn't mean everybody around you will always do that. Not local to the area.
It sounded like their radio had some issues.
It did sound like their radio had some issues, but the point is, through AMA, I've learned a lot about flying safely and responsibly, and I do everything that I can to represent our amazing hobby the best we possibly can. There's a common misconception about flying remote control airplanes that you have to fly at only local AMA sanctioned airfields, and that is not the case. You can fly wherever you have permission to fly, as long as you're doing so safely. So I strongly encourage you guys to look into AMA. There's a lot of benefits, but learning things about the hobby is one of the biggest ones. We'll have the Academy of Model Aeronautics linked in the description box below, right by this airplane. And let me tell you, this thing was sweet. Now, as always, I'm not saying you have to run out and buy this airplane, but boy, if you're an intermediate level pilot and you want to advance your skills, this would be a great one to do it on. It was a blast to fly. You don't have to be a pro to fly this. Safe really made it fly like a breeze, mixed with AS3X. It just made my confidence soar. This will be linked in the description box below too. And I do ask that if you enjoyed this video, you got any enjoyment or learned something out of this, all we ask is that you say thanks by leaving a like and using the links in our description box below if you plan on buying anything. We'll have this airplane link down there, the radio I flew on, and the batteries that I flew on, but there's a couple different ones that would work well in this. We'll have them both linked down there. Also, a massive thanks to God. God deserves all credit for all in our life, for being alive today and taking another breath into our lungs. I thank Him. I also thank our Patreon supporters for financially supporting everything we do very directly. We thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We'll have another fun aerobatic airplane video popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!